What's the process of buying a family protection dog? We go onto our website and we have the dogs that we have available at the moment. We have them up on our page. You would send us an email and you would tell us a little bit about what you're looking for. So every dog is different, every personality of the dog is different. We cannot give you a dog that you see from a picture because that dog might be completely unsuitable for what you are looking for. What are you looking to, say, buy the dog for? Has your life ever been threatened? Would you consider yourself an active person? Are you looking for a dog that's very sociable? Do you have kids in the house? Do you have other dogs in the house? Yeah, so after the initial phone call or initial few emails back and forth, we figure out what exactly you're looking for in a dog. The next steps would be for us to look through our dogs and to see if there's anything that's suitable that we have for that customer. It might not be a dog that's ready to go just yet, but if we see a dog that we think that dog would be very, very good with that family, we would take a few pictures of that dog, we would take a few videos of that dog, and we would send it to the potential customer. So then the customer would come back to us and say, yeah, that's the dog I really, really like. I really like the look of him. I really like what you're describing. Next step would be to set up a viewing. We might have a few dogs that we think would be suitable. If that happens, we let the customer choose which dog they would be more inclined to take. We show a little bit of what the dog can do with regards to its obedience, the likes of leash manners. We would bring the customer into town, into our local town, to show what the dog is like in a different environment, in a busy town centre. We show the dog's bark, we show the dog's command, we show the dog's bite work. Then we let the customers discuss between themselves. We would actually take them into the same training room here. We would discuss if they want a delivery of the dog, where we would set up a date. We would bring the dog up. We would travel up with the dog, myself and Aaron, to the client's or customer's home. We would do a full days of training with the customer. So there's no point buying a family protection dog with all this obedience, with all those commands when you don't know how to use this dog. That would be the biggest and the most important step of the whole process, to teach the customer how to handle their dog. So we go over step by step and we don't leave the customer's home until they are happy with absolutely everything. We pass over the lead to every single person in the family. We get every single person in that family to do all those commands, and they feel confident that they can continue on that training and reinforce all the dog has in it in the home environment by themselves. We move on to the final step, which would be the protection training. We have a chat of, I suppose, what the weak points in their house would be, in their home, whether it's the back gate, or the back wall, or there might be a gap in the shed, in the garden where someone might be able to come in, or even if it's the front door, the back door, the front gate, they're not too confident over, and we will do scenario work. We give the owners a go. Everybody needs to know how to give the command and how to perform the action if it came to it. Finally then, we go over the dog's routine, what the dog's routine would be in the home with the new owners. We give them a hand with what we think would suit the dog best. It's not a case where we leave the new owners home, leave the dog there, and you never hear from us again. We get very attached to these dogs. They're like our babies in here. We have them for a long time, so we create a very, very strong bond, and we want to make sure definitely that every single dog we have in here goes to the right people, to the right families, and also that they're settling in well. If there's any issues at all, that the owners give us an update. Even if the dog is settling in well and they're not having any issues, we want updates, and we want the owners to keep up with us. We love to hear how a dog has settled in and how it's living its new life with the new owners and a new family, and how it's loved and cared for. Whether you've owned a dog before or you're completely new to this, we would have a dog that's suitable for every owner and every family. So definitely reach out to us. Our email address is info@k9securityireland.com, or we will attach a phone number below that you can give us a call on, and we can start the process or discuss whatever needs you may have for a family protection dog.